Hi folks, it's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and welcome to this week's A Sportsman's Life. Now Mr. Jeff is going to be with us a little later in the show, but right now I want you to jump in the old pickup with me here and let's head down to Galveston. We're going to meet up with an awesome dude down there, Mr. Trey Schmidt. Now Trey is a professional flounder gigger. We're going to go out on the bay system tonight and gig flounder. I think you're going to really enjoy it, so stay with me. Folks, here's a good look at Trey's gigging boat. Got the deck up here in the front. I think he said this is a Long Beach, made in Long Beach, Mississippi, I do believe. Got the little prop on the back. Little motor will scoot you right along quietly too. That's the whole key, is sneaking up on those flounder. This is what Trey does three or 4 days a week, I know. And these right here, this is the tools of the trade. Trey, let me get a little closer here, buddy. Hone in on that a little bit.
Cosin gigs out of Florida, Jim Cosin, and that's a Botwell bamboo.
Show our folks a good close-up of this thing. And bamboo, the pole is light too, but strong.
It's Botwell bamboo out of Alabama, and it's tough.
Yeah, I remember gigging with you, and at first I thought, well, that thing's so light, you know, you break it, but you don't.
These
These
are the tines here. This is a stouter one here, but they're both.
Pull them over this way, right there. Yeah, let's take. Yep. I used to gig frogs when I was a kid. We had a grab gig and a prong gig, but our prong gigs were nothing like that.
These don't let go. They don't let go.
Well, take a close look. The reason is obvious why they don't let go.
And these have the hard anodized steel tips welded on them too.
Yeah.
And you get what you pay for in the gig industry. If you get something cheaper, that's what you're going to get. But if you put the abuse on it that I do, this is the only thing that's going to hold up. Now,
just out of curiosity, you've used these undoubtedly a while, haven't you?
These on the floor, yes, sir.
Yep, you've been putting them to use for a while. Got many a flounder left in them too, I bet you. Interesting stuff, Trey. Interesting stuff. Show me your over here your curry comb program. I'd like to give everybody a good look at that. This, folks, here's Trey's cleaning table right here. Now,
this is one of the better things you can find for scaling fish.
Curry comb, right?
Yeah, curry comb.
Yeah.
Tractor Supply, you know. If not,
get them wherever.
Exactly.
Well, go ahead and hit your knife.
My Bubba blade is, you can tell, has been through the ringer.
Yep.
All my blades are just about eaten up and reshaped for me, you know.
Is that your Bubba blade?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean,
you like those Bubbas?
They're nice, but I mean,
I've never bought one yet, but I've got one on.
If you use them a whole bunch and you sharpen them a whole bunch,
yep,
eventually they'll, you know.
Well,
it's like anything else they wear.
Exactly. Trey, I appreciate you spending some time with us, buddy.
Sorry about being scaly.
Now, this man's been working. If you think it's just this gigging is all about riding around at night, you know, Trey, it's a bunch of work.
Oh yeah,
it's a bunch of work.
It's about time to drop the camera. Let's go get busy.
All right, the sun's about to set, isn't it, bud?
Yeah, buddy.
Well, it's been pretty good lately. I know it has.
We'll go find something.
I saw the picture last night. My gosh. Well, all right, I'm gonna end my duties for cameraman, and we'll get out there and see if we can get some flounders. Well, friends, I want to show you what I use for night hunting. This is the Wraith by Sightmark. It's a digital, it's not thermal, but you can use it for daytime hunting. It has a color mode, it's color during the day, and at nighttime for shooting hogs and predators out to, I've killed them out to 125 yards, but I sight in for that distance. You could shoot them a lot farther. Go online to learn more about the Wraith. You can go to sightmark.com and check them out. Absolutely awesome hunting tool for day or night. Well, folks, it is Luke Clayton, and I want to show you something right here that I am very, very proud of. My gearhead bow. I've taken a couple of hogs with it, and I'm deer hunting. I'm down at the Buck and Bass Ranch at a buddy of mine's, and I'm going to be deer hunting. Let me show you something here. Now, this is the coolest thing in the world, and the first time I have ever shot a bow with a shoot-through riser. I'm going to look right at you here. There's a riser here. There's a riser here. Look at the arrow on this gearhead bow, right in the middle. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, you know, for many, many years, me and I guess every other bow hunter been shooting one side of the riser or the other. This thing shoots straight through. Folks, check them out online. This is the bow that I hunt with, and I've got a lot, I love it, lots of confidence in it. GearheadArchery.com. that's a good one. Big old sheep. Stacking these things up like cordwood. Okay. You got a bunch of folks. We've already got a whole bunch of flounder. He does in the cooler on ice. Let's take a good look at a great. What we could, yeah. Clean him off good. That'd be a saddle blanket, wouldn't it?
And look right here, somebody hit him when he was young.
Let's see.
That's a scar.
Yep.
That's a battle scar. Somebody hit this fish when he was young.
Let's take a look at the other side. Hold him up sideways so we can really. Let me get the light on him. Folks, we're trying to do this out at night, or we're doing it at night. Let's take a good look at this flounder here.
Good fish.
That is a pretty one. Boy. Yep. Coming in the basket. I tell you what, folks, these are to me, as far as I'm concerned, the very best eating there is flounder. Trey goes to great efforts when he markets these things. They are big old sheep's head. Now, Trey, these, I've eaten them, but they don't freeze really well.
They don't, but they're fresh, they're good.
Yeah, oh yeah, I like them. I do not know how to clean them properly.
Like I said, but my dogs expect jerky when I kill these fish. They just want them dehydrated.
They eat them. and Trey's got some of the healthiest dogs, folks, that you. Trey, I tell you what, buddy, I'm gonna blind you with this light.
It's okay.
But man, folks, if you don't, you're looking at a flounder king, and I'm about to blind him here, but that's okay. Great time, Trey. Had a good time, buddy.
Got to come out and do it again.
Folks, as an old outdoors writer, I have used lots of products. Smoking Tex electric smokers, the best smokers that you can find. This is Diz and this is Scott, my buddies. Diz, tell them how they can learn more about Smoking Tex.
Yeah, obviously the #1 source of information is going to be our website. It's got hundreds of recipes, it's got helpful guides, it's got all of our models and our accessories listed there. Of course, we have a phone number, 888-922-1511, and we'll actually answer our own phones.
That's true. And Diz, the main thing, the easy way, smokingtex.com. You can learn all about it.
Correct. And of course, we're on all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, etc. So take a look at us whenever you can, and whatever social media you'd like, and we look forward to working with you.
Folks, we'll take a look at the gig that Trey uses here in just a minute. Pretty quick operation. I have a feeling I might be just a little bit slower than what old Trey is at getting these flounders ready. But those are going to wind up on the dinner table of some vacationer down here in Galveston, probably pretty soon.
When you first clean them, make a cut on the gut.
Yep.
And I like to come in and take a nozzle. Like any other fish, you leave guts in it.
Yeah, yep.
You want that cavity to be clear.
Take a good look. Yeah, that's clean. Yep.
You don't want it, because if you don't have it, the fish is going to age totally different.
Now these things, once you take them away from that table, we'll hold it up and take a look at that clean finished product. But that fish is ready to go to the restaurant. These are, yeah. And folks, this is about 1/3 of the catch right there. The rest of them's already. Trey, I'm gonna tell you what, buddy, you went through those like a butter knife, like a fillet knife through hot butter. But you've done it a bunch, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, these right here, all they need is just cleaned up, and then these buckets over here, folks, are already ready to be iced and taken to the restaurant. Hi folks, it's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and this ain't your grandpa's pump-up air gun. This is the Texan made by Air Force Air Guns, and it's the most powerful production air gun in the world. A few years ago I started shooting these, probably, well, when they first came out I actually had a chance to test. They didn't really need any testing, but to shoot one of the 10 prototypes when it first came out. Now this is the improved model. This tank pressures up to 3,625 psi. This gun will develop, I believe it's 750 foot-pounds of energy shooting a 520 grain bullet. So this is your big daddy of air guns. If you want to get into hunting or shooting air guns, you know, you don't have to shoot a 520 grain bullet. I shoot a Nielsen specialty ammo bullet that's, I think it's 340 grains. But here you go. Check these out online. You can go to airforceairguns.com and check them out. But this is the one I've hunted with a lot. I've probably killed 30 hogs and a bunch of exotics, and I'm going to get after the deer here in Texas this year with it. airforceairguns.com.
Well, friends, thank you once again for joining us on this week's show. Looks like Trey and Luke had a pretty good time down there gigging flounder. I personally have never gigged flounder myself, but I promise I'm going to get down there and try that. Now, I have gigged a few frogs in my day, not with this particular gig. This was my grandfather's gig, so he used to get big old bullfrogs with this thing, and anyway, some memories here, I'm sure, probably a lot of stories, but anyway, we want to thank you for joining this week's show, and look forward to you joining us right back here next week for another fun and exciting episode of A Sportsman's Life. Until then, be safe in the outdoors.